Just check, who doesn't know Blood Bowl, who hasn't played before? Okay, so we've got quite a few. So on your bingo cards, you'll find there's a few terms that you might not have come across before. So hopefully somebody in your table can clarify, but if you snake a dodge, that just means the player falls over. They roll a one and then another one. And somebody picks up potato, that just means you give it to one player, and you hope they survive. Just they run up the pitch and hope they get to the other end and don't get smashed. So we're going to introduce you in a second to the players, but we're going to then Rick and I, RickWreckless from Twitch.
Hello.
Yeah, from Twitch. Yeah.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else. No. Yeah, we'll chat through the teams as the guys get set up and get started, and then, yeah, we'll kick everything off. And we're on a hard out about 8:30, so we'll play quick. So the two players on the left, represented by your blue finger.
Skaven is blue.
Yeah, he's blue. Who's your left? My left. Oh, you thought you were blue. Waterbowl. This was not what we discussed in the production meeting. These rebels. Okay. Oh, outvoted. Fine. Red. Red it is. Okay. The only man to have beaten this guy in a Waterbowl Premier League final. Ooh. The true people's princess. Philip Vagabond Muwanga. And as we've just established, he's using Skaven. And on the other side of the pitch, in blue apparently, is our Danish destroyer. He's that as well, but no. Kåre using wood elves. So before we let them get started, if anything comes up when you finish your card, do shout out. We've got spot prizes and stuff.
Doing just rows or the whole thing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Spot prize for not heckling. Yeah, if you get a row, make some noise and we'll come and give you a spot prize, okay? So we'll let these guys get started, and Rick and I will talk you through the teams. So, okay, do you want to start?
So we don't have the skills on this page yet, but what we can see is that Phil is going to be playing Skaven. They have a big rat ogre guy. He is very strong. Down here, sorry. He's a very strong guy, and he is going to hit like a dump truck when he's hitting the elves, but he will sometimes also hit his own rats, so we'll be looking out for that. There are two blitzers, which are higher armor and have the block skill. There's on the block dice, which we'll see more of later, there's a both down result where there's a pow and a skull. It means both players would go to the ground, but the block skill is one of the best skills in Blood Bowl because it prevents you from going down in those circumstances. The gutter runners are a little bit like elves. So the rest of the rats, the rest of the Skaven, they have a 3+ agility test on everything. So on a D6, they have to get a 3 or more. But the gutter runners, like the elves, are a 2+ agility. So they can do most things with the ball and dodging far more handily. They have a throw, which is fairly self-explanatory, very good at throwing the ball to another player on the team. And then they have the line rats that are just there to die in place of everything else. Oh, yes, and sorry, looking at the staff side of things, they have 2 rerolls. So if they fail something during a half, they have 2 attempts to reroll that thing. They also have a leader skill, which we'll see later, which is kind of like a third reroll. They have an apothecary, so if one of their pieces would be knocked out, he can stay on the pitch, or if it would be injured and badly hurt, it can come back into the game later, the next time there's a touchdown, or half-time. And then on the wood elf side of things, we have another big guy. He also hits like a dump truck. He is the tree man. He's even stronger than the rat ogre, but he's far, far slower, so we won't see him move around the pitch much, but the rest of the team is super fast. War dancers, some people call the best player in the game out of the box. They have the block and the dodge skill. They've also got the normal strength, and they're very, very fast. The block skill we've already gone over. Dodge, which we'll see on a few of the players, means that another of the results that would be a knockdown isn't a knockdown in this game, unless somebody has the tackle skill. it's just a push instead, and they can also re-roll naturally when they move away from a player. The catchers have that dodge skill as well, but they are much weaker. They're only strength 2. I'll go over the strength in just a minute. They're very fast and they've got the catch skill, so they can re-roll if they're trying to catch the ball. And the line elves, much like the linemen on the Skaven team, are there to die in place of the rest. So regarding strength, just quickly, if a player blocks a player with the same strength, you roll a dice to see what the result is on the block dice. We'll see more of those later. There are powers, there are skulls, there are pushes. If you have 1 strength more, you roll 2 dice. So this is a big, big advantage, and you pick which one you want. You can add to your strength by having a player next to that player. So that's why we see the importance in the strength stats there. There are a few additional skills to those built in, which are the ones with grey in the background. So very quickly, we have a gutter runner with sidestep. So instead of the person blocking that gutter runner choosing where that gutter runner is going to move to, the player whose gutter runner it is picks which square he goes into adjacently. We have strip ball, which means if that player hits the player with the ball, he doesn't have to knock him down to get him to drop the ball. A push will do. So a very big skill in this matchup potentially, if he can get to the ball carrier. Guard. This is where it gets complicated. I apologise. You will learn as it goes more, hopefully, if we do a good job here. So if you're adjacent to... So when you're making that block, and you've got the same strength as the other player, and you have a teammate next to the player that you're blocking, you get +1 strength, but that's only if they're not adjacent to another one of the opposition team. However, guard cancels out that last part. He can be touching as many of the opposition team as he likes, and he still applies that +1 strength to the block. Again, we will try and make that more clear as the game goes on. The tackle skill simply cancels out block dodge. So if they roll the power with the exclamation mark in it, they are going to knock down the player. And also if the player tries to dodge away from that player, they do not get a built-in reroll for that attempt. Juggernaut for the Rat Ogre means that on a both down result on a block, he can push the player rather than going down, because he doesn't have the block skill, so that would be disastrous. And leader on the throw just means that he gets an extra reroll. So that is the team that Phil has gone for with the Skaven. We've got a few of the same skills here, so I don't have to go over all of them again. But Frenzy means that on a push result, on a block, the War Dancer gets to roll block dice again, a second block attempt immediately afterwards in the new squares, accounting for the new adjacency of the teammates. Wrestle means that on a both down result, that is the power in the skull, that both players go down without a turnover or rolling any armor dice. That's the last of the skills there. And just to explain those two concepts a little bit more very, very quickly, if you fail something, say you make a block with a player that doesn't have block or wrestle or juggernaut, and you roll a both down or a skull and your player goes down, as soon as you fail something like that, or a dodge or a pickup or a pass, you lose the rest of your turn. So very, very important concept in Blood Bowl is turn ordering, trying to do things that are important but aren't going to lose you your turn most of the time, and if you have to do something risky, leaving it as late as possible. Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, should we get on and do some rolls, or have you done them already?
We're just going to do one to see who will kick and who will receive.
Okay, and we're just playing in nice weather. So we're playing the game in nice weather, so the guys are just about to roll to see who is going to choose to kick off. So, what's the choice? So you're kicking, Kåre? Yeah. So Kåre is going to kick the ball to Phil, and we're going to get to see Phil attack and try and score down this end. While they're setting up, is it worth just having a quick look at the block dice just to show what the symbols mean? Yeah. So here we go. So the arrow is the pushback that Rick referred to before, which means it does exactly what it sounds like. You push a player into the next square. This one here cannot be stopped. If your opponent rolls all powers or has a power to choose, then you're in trouble. You're going down, and it's going to be an armor roll. And then this one here with the exclamation mark is it's just moving all the time. Yeah, no, it's dodge defender down. So if your player has dodge, they can stay up if they get hit with this, unless the tackle skill we mentioned came up. But we'll talk more about that as we go on. And then the one with the skull and the explosion is both down. So if you get a block, you can choose to use that there. So if you have the block skill and that's the result, you can use that. And then the skull is the nightmare result for the attacker. Means you're going to hit the deck, and the more of those you roll, the more upsetting it is for you.
Every player has an armor stat, and if they get knocked down to the floor, the person that's knocked them down gets to roll. Say the armor stat generally in this game is going to be 8+, so that means you roll 2d6, and you're trying to roll 8 or more, and that means that you've broken the armor of that player. You then get to roll 2 more final d6 as an injury roll. On a 2 to 7 result, you've stunned that player, and they will miss a turn. And on a 8 or a 9, they are knocked out, and they get a 50-50 chance after every touchdown and every half ends to return. And on a 10, 11, or 12, that player is injured and out for the entire rest of the game.
Unless we use the apothecary.
On a badly hurt result.
Oh, sorry, on a badly hurt result, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about, if it comes up, we'll
If it
talk more
comes
about
up,
that.
Yeah.
So are we good to go? So we're just about to see what the kickoff result is. So the ball starts here, and it's going to move from the middle. So all the good people supporting the rats, obviously. Okay, so now our kickoff result is. Okay, the weather may or may not be changing. Oh, that's okay.
So we start every kickoff.
Oh. Was that a turn?
Oh, no, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I got excited. It's not a blitz.
So you establish where the ball goes, and then one of a whole host of things happen as a kickoff event. And on this case, it was just to see if the weather changed, and it didn't. So we've got a fairly straightforward start. And now the Skaven will take their first turn. We can see players moving near the ball. That means if they try and pick it up later and it fails, hopefully the elves won't be able to just swoop in and immediately take it, although that is something that elves are particularly good at doing. And in a minute, they are going to attempt to hit some of the elves at the line of scrimmage there in the middle of the pitch. You're forced to start some players there as the defending player, but can therefore get hit. And a very, very important thing above all is on your turn, you get 1 blitz a turn. That is where your player is allowed to move and hit a player. So we will be seeing lots of blitzes throughout this match as we try and remove players off the pitch. This is our first block attempt now. And an elf is going down.
Well, maybe an injury.
He might kill him. No,
Oh,
just a
boo,
start.
boo. Oh, when we were discussing options before for players, if a player is on the deck, then the opponent may choose to foul them as well. So if a player comes in and sticks the boot in, then you get an armor roll, possibly with help from your friends, which might see the player exit the pitch, but also might see you sent to the stands for your shenanigans.
We can see the Skaven here moving in a player to assist for this block, because both the players involved in a block of strength 3, so that effectively makes the one taking the block strength 4, and he gets to roll 2 dice and pick one. He does knock him down, but he just gets a 6. Alright, just gets a 6 on the armor. And now the crucial pickup attempt.
Oh.
It's okay.
A six always works, whatever you're trying.
And equally, a 1 will always fail.
Always. So the player that Phil just dodged away from the tree man is one of the gutter runners. So it's one of his quick, agile runner catcher players.
Yep, he would have only have failed that dodge on a 1 and another roll of a 1.
Which would be the snake dodge, which is mentioned on some of your bingo cards.
And it sounds rare, but it does happen a surprising amount of the time. 1 in 36 times is a rumor.
Kåre had to make that roll for the tree man because whilst they are big and strong, sometimes they're tired. And on a 1, yeah, they want to take root and just stay where they are.
The Wood Elves now are doing a thing called defensive screening. They want to stop the Skaven from being able to run down the pitch with the ball. So they are making a wall of elves to get in the way and make that as difficult as possible. And here is the blitz. And on a boat down result, that gutter runner will go down because the gutter runner doesn't have block or wrestle. And that's a huge armor roll.
That's a 10.
And the injury roll is just a stun.
Just feeling the way in. And the reason for the screen is because the Skaven are quick. If they get around the other side of the Wood Elves, the elves are in a whole world of trouble.
These are two very fast, very agile sides, but they're also very squishy. So at some point, we do expect to see some players die and start to disappear off the pitch at least. What both teams will be trying to do is have towards the front near the opposition team their weaker players that they don't mind losing, and at the back they'll have their more important players with the extra skills. And of course, the absolute priority here for the Skaven is to protect that ball carrier.
Yeah.
So a traditional thing to do with a ball carrier in a game of Blood Bowl is to do what's called an X cage, where in a grid of 3x3 squares, you have a player on each of the diagonals of the ball carrier, and it makes it very, very difficult to get a player in to then hit that ball carrier from the opposition team. We see something kind of similar to that here.
You can see Phil's moves the guard player in to assist the ball carrier. So because war dancers can leap into your cage, just to give the just to make it a half dice or 2 dice uphill.
Yeah, that's maybe
carrier.
2 things we didn't touch on at the start there. So guard not only works when your teammate is blocking, but it also works when an opponent teammate next to the guard is trying to block another one of your pieces. So it takes a strength off effectively. Actually gives a strength to your defending player, sorry, to be correct. So yeah, guard very useful in protecting the ball carrier. And the other thing was leap. There is a skill called leap on the war dancers. It's a very risky maneuver to do, and it's a good way to get your war dancer killed. But if you're desperate, you can try and just jump right into the middle of their players and see if you can hit that ball carrier.
And actually, Rick saying jump says that players can jump in the game as well, which is a separate action, but we'll cover that if we come to it.
Yeah, player has to be down to do that, but that is a new feature since 2020.
Okay.
Oh, must have been hitting a dodge player, I think, because the stumbles hasn't worked there, and not with tackle. It was the big rat ogre, so he was looking for the full power without the exclamation mark, and he's got frenzy as well inbuilt. Does the rat ogre? So he got lots of attempts at it, but he did not find that result.
Rat ogre also very handy, and hopefully for the one turner, which hopefully we might get to see an attempt at.
Yeah, so a little bit of strategy talk in Blood Bowl. There is 8 turns each a half, and often what you're trying to do is score on the very last turn available because it gives your opponent the minimum amount of turns to score back when they get the ball kicked to them. So 1 turn is when you've successfully scored on your very last turn, leaving your opponent just 1 turn to score, and only the quickest teams can do it. But we are watching 2 of the quickest teams here, so that might well happen.
And Skaven, one of the easier teams to do it with.
Yeah, they have the gutter runners that are movement 9, which is the quickest you can be in Blood Bowl.
And Phil's got a sidestep gutter runner,
Yep.
which means he can choose where he pushes this player to, which again makes things just a little bit easier.
Oh, we see the full pow.
A bit of everything. Pow and skull, lovely.
So the treeman got to roll 3 dice on a block there because he's so strong. He's strength 6. Hey, a 3 dice. Okay. And he's got mighty blow as well. So, oh my goodness, this could be it. We could lose our first player. No.
So with mighty blow, he wouldn't have needed to use that on the armor there because he rolled so high. So he could have added another 1 to the injury.
Yes, Mighty Blow either adds 1 to the armor roll if required, or if not, it gets to add 1 to the injury. But the injury roll was so low that unfortunately it was still a stun, even with the use of Mighty Blow.
Clearly the player's so tired by breaking armor tonight so far that they've just lost their oomph when it comes to the hurting.
One handy skill to mention on the Rat Ogre now is that he's got a skill called Prehensile Tail, and it adds 1 difficulty to the dodges away for the elves. So it's good to position him in a place where elves want to be trying to get away from him, and then they might cause him, he might cause the elves to fall over in the attempt. But it looks like they're setting up to block him instead. They might just get 1 dice. They might be able to make this 2. The elves are coming in for assists.
And because the Rat Ogre hasn't got any skills to keep him standing, he's a prime target.
And he's one of the lower armor big guys as well. He has a lot of other things to compensate for it. Oh, it's looking like 2 dice now.
Oh, he's already gone down. He's taken a dive. He's been paid off by the Mafia.
Oh.
Ooh, use a reroll. I'm thinking of the crowd, guys. Come on.
All right, so we're back over to the Skaven team now. I think it's their 3rd turn out of 8 this half. Where are they going to decide to move the ball? Generally, you want to go side to side to try and make spaces. It's hard sometimes for the defensive teams to keep their screen if you're moving from side to side on the pitch. However, the Wood Elves, as long as they are surviving, are very, very quick and also good at dodging away from the Skaven to recreate that screen if they need to.
And there can be a temptation to build too close to the sideline.
Yep.
Which can lead to your player ending up in the crowd.
Absolutely. Oh, we saw 3 dice rolled there and it was all pushes. No knockdowns, unfortunately, for the Skaven. They're kind of stuck where they are. They don't hate it right now, but they'll start to feel the pressure around turn 6 if they haven't managed to make any progress into the opposition half. There's no chess rules as such in Blood Bowl where if you touch the piece you have to move it, or if you've let it go you have to leave it there. As long as you haven't rolled any dice, then you are allowed to reposition your players. It's quite a forgiving game in that regard, quite new player friendly. We might be about to see the Rat Ogre take another punt at an elf here.
Yep. Do it.
So the 2 big guys in the game, for being as strong as they are and having Mighty Blow, they come with 2 what's known as negative traits. One is if they need to re-roll something, they have to pass the loner test. So they have to roll a 4 or more on a d6 if they try and re-roll. And the other thing is that, they have individual negative traits.
Can I just point out, Phil's nails are fantastic. They've got the Blood Bowl symbols on. If you see them again, they look amazing.
Can we count that as a POW?
Yeah, lovely, yeah. Phil has been taking this game very seriously. When we were in Budapest last weekend, he spent most of the weekend learning a surprisingly in-depth amount of Danish insults. Just ready for this game? Very specific.
So every time the Rat Ogre tries a block or blitz action, it has to pass a 2+ test. And if it fails that, if it rolls a 1, then it will knock down one of its teammates adjacent to it, which is why you might sometimes see Phil move a teammate in. Because if he doesn't have a teammate adjacent, he will lose all his tackle zones return, and he will not get to do what you want him to do. Whereas if he knocks down the teammate, he does at least get to carry on as if he'd succeeded the 2+ roll. So generally that is better, although he can murder his own players if he isn't careful.
Ooh. 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 And again. Oh.
What you can do in Blood Bowl, which we're getting kind of close to, it hasn't quite happened yet, is you can push the opposition players off the pitch.
10 has been rolled. Oh.
I think that is what we just saw. I think we just saw a player getting pushed off the pitch, and it was a serve.
Yeah,
yes,
sorry,
that is what a
it's only
serve
bingo
is.
cards if you got serve.
Hooray!
And because when you cause a casualty, you get to use the 16-sided dice.
Well, yes, first of all, on a surf, you skip the armor roll, that's automatic, and you roll for the injury. So the 10 was our very first injury, and the 7 means that it isn't a badly hurt, that's 1 to 6. So probably no apothecary to bring that player back. That player is out the game for good.
The Skaven have got 12 players and the elves have 11. So nobody on the bench for the elves. Because that tree man is expensive. Well, as are all the elves.
Yes, the downside of having a blanket agility 2+, which is incredibly strong, is that it comes with literal cost. You get a certain amount of gold to build your team with, and the elves cannot afford any bench as a result, whereas the Skaven can.
Has anybody got 2 squares filled in on the good? Oh, so we're getting close to a line. Oh, nice.
I personally, I didn't see a double skull. I think we've had a skull both down maybe,
both down,
but not double skull, sorry. Got to be the full skull. all winning bingo cards will be analysed thoroughly.
This is the real reason the game's being recorded.
Okay, so the Skaven have moved the ball back down the pitch. Oh, it's the one on the Rat Ogre that we talked about. He's going to eat his own teammate.
Yeah.
So armor roll first with Mighty Blow.
Oh, it's through without.
Injury roll with Mighty Blow.
Death.
Oh, he's knocked out.
Was that Mighty Blow? Yeah, 9. Oh, 9. So close. So close.
Can the Rat Ogre make up for it though with a effective block?
Yeah. Phil could have chosen to use his apothecary on the knockout if he'd wanted to. Had it been a key player at a key time.
Oh, he's got the pow!
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're cooking now.
Mighty Blow. No, just a stun.
He dulled his nails hitting his own player.
So the Skaven are trying to make a push up this sideline. A slight problem they have is that the tree man is very, very hard to knock down. He's so strong. He's also got a skill called Stand Firm where you can't push him away, you have to knock him down. And he's making that gap very, very small.
Although Phil's Rat Ogre could Juggernaut.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, yes, Juggernaut does cancel Stand Firm. This is a good point, Alex.
But a Rat Ogre hitting a tree, it's brave.
Yeah, it could get stuck on it forever, yeah, or killed.
Yeah.
So here come the elves desperately trying to stop the Skaven from getting down this side. They want to force them back across the pitch again. Sorry, just checking the numbers there. And the Wood Elves certainly have the numbers advantage just at the moment.
Definitely.
The treacherous Rat Ogre taking out his own players, not helping the cause.
So the blitz has been announced. Let's see what happens. Here comes the tree. And Kåre's gone for +1 movement on his tree, so movement 3, which does make a big difference.
So that 3 there was the treeman not rolling his negative trait, which is also a 2+, and that's take root. So the treeman will take root on a 1 and never be able to move again for the rest of that drive, unless he gets knocked down. But in which case he is normally just ignored by the opposition player.
Yeah, it's definitely what you're hoping for, isn't it, when you play Wood Elves? Just so that you can run away and not get hit.
The Rat Ogre is getting precariously close to the edge of the pitch here. Oh, double skull!
Where's your double skulls? Oh,
Team
that was double skull, yeah. Yeah.
Team reroll is in, and it was a push on the reroll, and that is another serve. This one just goes to the reserves for the next drive, but that is another player down for the Skaven. If the Skaven get desperate enough, we might see the dreaded potato, where the ball just runs forward desperately by itself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Bingo's fine, but we'll bring the swap price anyway.
That is a POW. An elf is going down. There might be a bit of a gap here for the Skaven to run through.
No, congratulations. Woo! Yeah. Stress ball.
Oh, our first elf is off the pitch with a KO.
Come on.
The Skaven pull one back.
Come on, rats. Unbiased commentary. Come on, rats. Come on.
What Phil's doing here is using the spare dice as markers to show how far his players can run using their movement stat. And he's definitely looking about trying to dodge through that gap he's made. So he's made it so it's just the one dodge. That's quite easy for gutter runners.
Which means it's going to fail.
We're missing snakes, right?
Yeah. We've not had a snake. Yeah. We may need to address the philosophical question of when does a potato become a potato?
This is true.
Yes.
Must be your guys' guts if it's potato.
Too right.
I would say if he's only got one friend, that's a potato. But if he's got 2, that's a screen.
Are you a potato? No, I think that's fair. Oh.
Okay, so the ball is attempting to be caught by a gutter runner now. He needs a 2 or more.
That's a madness.
He just gets it.
Oof. No, not yet. No.
Well, it still might come.
He's passed the potato over, but he hasn't become a potato yet. Nothing.
Okay,
nothing
attempt
can
to
go
dodge
wrong.
with the ball carrier. Needs another 2, gets it. But now he's going to need some friends, or those elves are going to be all over the ball carrier here. Very unlikely to survive by himself. And that means more dodges. Oh, it's a reroll! Oh!
Boo! Nothing. Is that the naked gutter? With the ball? Yeah.
What the Skaven need here is at least one more player to go through to cause a screen, because otherwise the elves can just get round the bottom here to get to the ball carrier. There's more work to be done for the Skaven. Snake the dodge would have been, it nearly happened. So when we saw the first one on that dodge, and then he rolled again, if that had been another one, that would have been a snake dodge. 2 is probably good. Phil just double checking the square numbers here.
Yeah. Yeah, ideally Phil would like the gutter runner with the ball to have a couple more skills, maybe a block or sidestep. He's just elusive like a gutter runner.
Succeeds the dodge.
No. Potato denied.
And another dodge through. The Skaven doing a good job here of trying to protect the ball carrier. But we are definitely getting close to a potential touchdown or sack attempt.
Yeah. A sack potato.
Excellent dodge rolling from the Skaven this turn, just as they needed it.
Oh.
How many dodge rolls is that? A lot. Has that one player dodges in one move? I think he
Yeah. Yeah.
So every time a player moves from an opposition tackle zone, either away or into another opposition tackle zone, they have to roll that dodge roll. Many, many dodge rolls there from the Skaven, all succeeded. Can the elves find a way of getting to that ball carrier?
Okay, so starting with a one die hit.
The Rat Ogre not going to eat his teammate this time.
But is he going to eat his own face? No, not yet. Uphill, uphill. Yeah, if you got uphill on your card, mark it off.
That means that the opposition coach, Kåre, gets to pick. No, he gets to pick the push, I'm afraid. Sorry.
You got a pow on the uphill?
No, he didn't choose it.
The
It's yeah, bingo. Bingo, okay. Let's bring you your prize. Good. No, I really want to throw it, but it's not safe. Okay.
Oh, you can see Kåre working out a route to the ball carrier. It's not going to be easy, but it is possible.
Oh, gosh. As you can see, the touchdown, the end zone is very much in range, yeah.
You have a certain movement allowance in Blood Bowl, and then there are 2 more movements you're allowed to make, but you have to roll a 2+ to make it. I think we just saw one of those there to get guarding next to the ball. Yeah. So here comes an elf attempting to get the ball down. Our first sack attempt of the match.
Whoa.
He gets it!
It's a pow.
That is a pow on the ball carrier, yes.
You've got that on your card,
yeah.
Let's go.
Bingo, oh, another bingo, nice. I've won one of our lovely cashes. Who was it? Was it you, Sean? There you go.
If we run out of spot prizes,
Close.
Alex will give you a shoe.
Your shoe.
So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
armor roll is okay for the gutter runner. So very importantly now, can the elves recover the ball themselves, or will the Skaven get a chance? So it is next to one of the Skaven. That's going to make it 1 harder for the elves to pick it up.
You have to use the wrestle skill.
Oh,
The wrestle skill,
yeah,
yes.
sorry, yeah.
Hoping for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there'd been a both down and not a full pow, we would have seen a wrestle there, but he got the pow instead. Our apologies. Both teams have one player with the wrestle skill, which I think is the white band.
Yeah. Fortunately for the rats, they have got some cover, so if the elves do retrieve the ball, they've got a chance to get it back next turn.
Also not the worst team at sacking themselves. No. This is why these races have been picked. It can be quite dynamic. Regarding the skill bank colours, we are very simple folk blood bowlers, so we generally go for alliteration, so green is guard, blue is block, etc.
White is whistle.
That beautiful, beautiful unpossessed ball at the moment.
Yeah. We're actually just hypnotising it. Join the water bowl. Join the water bowl.
If you really want to have fun playing Blood Bowl, you just ignore the ball and each team punches each other. That looks like a successful dodge for an elf. It's 3 pluses because it's into tackle zones. Oh, that's not good enough yet. Tries again.
Is he going to re-roll it? Yeah.
Oh, and now a pickup attempt. Another 3 plus. The elves have the ball.
Dodging away there.
So one of the big questions in a minute is, can the strip ball gutter runner get to the elf with the ball? Oh, he's been removed. Well, definitely not then.
The strip ball gutter runner has been stripped from the pitch.
They have a tackle blitzer, but they do not have the movement of the gutter runners. It's much, much harder to get the tackle blitzer at the ball carrier. He's gone as well. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, we're referring to the ones that got surfed earlier?
No, we've not had a foul, I don't think.
No.
It's
How many?
the tackle got a chain boost and served when I hit the red one.
Nice.
How many rerolls got left? One.
At one, which is why he stayed
That's a
down.
thought. Yeah. That's it. And for Phil, is it 2?
So got all three here? All three.
Okay.
What turn of Phil's is this now? Okay, so 3 turns left each to try and get a touchdown, but the elves have the ball deep in their own half. And what we see now is the Skaven trying to plot a way to get the ball back down off this elf, but they're going to need to find a full POW, and it's not even going to be easy to get 2 dice necessarily. So a lot of work to do for the Skaven here.
But Phil does still have all of his rerolls, and you can use more. You can use more than one in a turn, as long as you're not re-rolling the same thing, the same action.
Yes, can't re-roll the same action more than the once, but can re-roll multiple actions in a turn these days. That did not used to be the case before 2020.
No.
So we have 1 rat next to the ball carrier, providing a crucial assist. Okay, looks like the Skaven are going to try and get a POW on just the 1 dice.
The question is, which player are they using to do it? Oh, solid dodging.
Oh no! And that, of course, is a turnover, so it's over to the elves.
But
Can the elves run away successfully here?
An injury, so we're through. Is there going to be some blood? Ooh, for shame. So Phil's focus now switched from can I score to Please can I stop the big Danish boy story?
Yeah, not difficult at all, unfortunately, for the elves to score in 3 turns. They're specialists at doing exactly that.
No. We definitely...
Down goes another gutter runner. Armor broken.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, it's moved.
Injury!
Oh!
Devastation. Can the apothecary save this gutter runner? No. All the elves just flying down pitch now, ready to protect the ball carrier. There he comes. So the Skaven are really going to be left with 2 options here. They can either desperately try and dive into the cage and uphill the ball, looking for multiple pows. Certainly the more entertaining option. Or they can desperately try and run in front of the elves again if they've got the movement and block the way forwards, with the elves only having a couple of turns to score from here.
Is cage dive on the bingo cards? Okay, so it is as it sounds. So cage dive is when you've got players around the ball, somebody coming in and sacking.
Okay.
Sack the ball carrier. Oh.
So the
Okay. Big guy goes down. Yeah. On a blockless block. Yeah.
Yep, that is exactly right.
Is that through the Skaven?
Skaven could still be in trouble. KO for the Skaven. Now, Mighty Blow is not applicable because the big guy went down, so he doesn't get to use his Mighty Blow skill, or that would have been a casualty. Have we had the Tree Man armor roll yet? This has to be an 11.
Yes, please. Here we go. Oh! I've teased him by the 6.
We actually saw the Tree Man take root there and then immediately unroot himself by falling over. Very, very tactical. Yeah.
Yeah. 3D bubble, 4D bubble.
It's a pro Tree Man.
Oh yeah, so Phil chose to apothecary the knocked out leader thrower to guarantee that the leader thrower stays on the pitch right now and remains for the second half as well. Doesn't have to risk the 4+ roll.
Yeah, because you can only use the reroll that the leader player gives you if that player is on the pitch.
Absolutely, and as Kåre pointed out as well, normally you'd get 2 lots of KO rolls at the end of a half because normally you'd have the team that started with the ball scoring on turn 8, and then you get to roll for KOs, and then the 1 turn happens, and then you get to roll for KOs. But because the elves have turned over the ball here, if they score on their turn 8, that is the end of the half at the same time, resulting in only 1 lot of KO rolls. So far the Skaven are moving back in front of the elves. Will they be able to get enough players to do that? Certainly if they could get the Rat Ogre in there in any form with his Strength 5 Prehensile Tail, then that would significantly help their efforts to stop the elves moving forwards.
Oh,
that doesn't look good.
Let's see how far away.
Not a snake, sorry. We saw Kåre moving his own piece after it got pushed there because it was a sidestep piece. Phil just not able to find these powers at the moment, though the Rat Ogre does get another bite of the cherry. And this time there's the pow with Mighty Blow. We do need some elves to disappear to start to get some hope for the second half here. That's going to help.
Oh, nice. So Mighty Blow on this.
Oh. So just nothing going the way of the Skaven at the moment. They're losing the attrition war, which they should be on average just about winning. And obviously they lost the ball as well, so two pretty disastrous situations. But it can go completely the opposite way in the second half, of course.
Particularly if we fix the KO rolls. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
Ah, no, this has left the ball carrier who did that blitz adjacent to a Skaven piece, I think. He was looking for a defender stumbles, but that's a big armor roll.
Oh! Boo! fun Blood Bowl game, we said. Make it entertaining. Oh, I'm gonna... So another big injury.
It's always good when the best player in the world rolls really good dice as well. Great combination. There is a kickoff result that could happen at the start of the second half called a blitz, where the defending team effectively gets a free turn at the start of the drive. So we might be hoping for one of those at this rate to give the Skavens some hope. The elves making the dodges, no problem. This might lead to the cage dive.
Yeah,
Bingo lovers.
Feels like it needs to be. Dive.
We see that cage being constructed in the X format, aforementioned.
Yeah. Oh. As you can see, unfortunately, feels Rasoga stranded a bit out of the way for now.
The problem with the frenzy skill, where the Rasoga gets to take a second block, is he has to follow them up. So if he only pushes a player, he's then stuck on that player at the end of his blocks when he's blitzed. He cannot reposition afterwards.
Wow.
This
Oh, double pow.
Skaven actually have a POW.
Oh.
And there's an armor break. Oh, every time.
Oh. Phil's going the easy route and just using his finger.
He might be working out if he can get to that one corner that has been left open. It's a long, long way even for Skaven, but if anyone can make it, Skaven can.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds to me like the Skaven are going to that corner to... Oh, reroll! Is it a snake dodge? No.
Oh.
So this gutter runner has cancelled these two assists. So if this Skaven can somehow get into the cage, this is a cage dive attempt. Oh, well, first of all, he's got to get away from his marker. He does.
Oh.
He will now need a 6 to successfully cage dive for a 1 dice.
Okay. Another 6, here we go.
Oh!
It's inaccurate.
1 away, and the elves will score.
It was a cage dive,
yes.
It was a cage dive. We didn't say successful. Yeah.
And that is a touchdown and the end of the half. 1-0 to the elves.
Woo!
Do we have any KO rolls, Alex?
We have got some KO rolls to make. Kåre, was that your KO roll? Was that your KO roll? Yeah.
Down 1 rat.
Oh, nice. So Phil is down 1 rat. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So is it so?
failed KO roll. They stay out.
So it's 11 versus 12 this half. 11 versus 10, sorry, 11 versus 10. 10 versus 10. Okay, who's bingo? Kirsten, okay. Oh, nice. There you go. No worries. No. I don't think so, no. I'll explain. Oh, sorry, I'll explain that. So the go for it. So the extra movements. I didn't see Kåre roll a dice, but I'll check. You didn't go for into the end zone, did you? You didn't have to. You didn't have to go for into the end zone.
I've got one. Thanks, mate.
I will explain that. Thank you. Yeah, could I have a? If the coffee machine. If the coffee machine's still on, the coffee. But if not, just a Diet Coke. Oh yeah, white coffee's great. Thanks. Diet Coke. Thank you. Cheers. Somebody just asked about what a go for into the end zone means. That's one of the things on the bingo cards. Rick referred earlier to the extra movements that a player can take at the end of their normal movement. That's what we call a go for it or a rush. So to get into the end zone, we would see a dice rolled here, and hopefully for the person rolling it, it wouldn't be that one.
So the Skaven's bench here benefiting them. That's allowed them to set up with even numbers 10 versus 10. Both teams down 1 from the starting 11. The Skaven have taken 2 casualties, so are permanently down to 10 now. And the Wood Elves have a KO that didn't return, leaving them on 10 for this half. They will get the first attempts here, as we can see, to hit the Skaven, and they might regain their player advantage immediately through that. But sometimes it goes wrong.
And like Rick said, there's the potential for an extra turn here for the Rats with them kicking, if a blitz result comes up. And there are a couple of other things on the kickoff table that could affect things too.
Yeah, there's another result called a solid defense, where the Skaven get to reposition their players in a new defense formation. They can jam their Rat Ogre up against some of the LOS Wood Elves.
So we're just sorting out the kick direction. So off to the side, so this would be a lovely area for a blitz right now. Oh, so instead we get the solid defense that Rick just mentioned.
Yeah, this is definitely helpful for the Skaven. They get to reposition 5 of their players that aren't on the LOS, and the first one Phil's looking at is the Rat Ogre, sorry.
Roger the Roger, yeah.
He's trying to take his gut runner with him. The hardest thing about playing Skaven is breaking the tails of the miniatures.
Yeah. Very fragile. Like the Skaven. See, there is a danger when you move your big guy off to one side that he could become isolated for the drive. So the ball goes in direction 5, and away we go. So with it being a relatively shallow kick, if Kåre fails to pick up here, or something else goes wrong, the Rats are in a good position to capitalise.
Sorry, Phil. Mid-match interview. Why did the Rat Ogre go over there?
Just to, in case he tried to sprint down here, because I have a feeling Kåre will try and score quick, because he wants to put the boot in.
Fantastic, thank you. So the Skaven are worried about going 2-0 down here, and they're trying to block one of the routes through as a result.
I should do the same. Kåre, what do you think about that? Oh, drink. Oh, thank you. Oh, perfect.
That's just greedy.
Might take
Just
my
needed the
might take my
£1.
fingers off so I can drink.
Takes 2.
So the workers elf here? No.
Oh, it's a big armor roll. Can the Wood Elves immediately regain the player advantage? No. Not quite. It is a stun. I think that's the take root roll.
The root.
So we're going to see a block now from the tree man, and he gets a pow,
There's a pow.
with mighty blow. Oh dear. Mighty blow on the injury. Oh!
And the Apo is gone, isn't it? So. Oh. No, well, not if you've won 2 already. Yeah. No, yeah, no, we'll say that's a turn 1 kill, yeah.
Oh, I think we've seen a wrestle down. Was that coaches? That was a wrestle down. If anybody's got that, our first wrestle down. Not on. Oh, is it on the ball? I'm sorry, not on the ball. The ball has not been collected yet by the Wood Elves. Trying now on a 2+. Oh! Do they want to put in a team reroll this early? They might not. This is actually a tough decision.
No, he's
Doesn't.
taking it.
So the Skaven are going to have a chance here to get the ball. Fails pickup, yes.
Pick up.
So at the moment, the ball is in the tackle zone of 2 elves, which makes it very difficult for the Skaven to get it. One option they have is to try and hit one of the elves onto the ball and get it to bobble into a better position randomly.
What we often refer to as ball bingo. Oh, no ball bingo on the bingo. Oh.
Sign the bingo cards.
Yeah, we call it ball bingo. Yeah. Oh.
Theoretically, a Skaven recovery could lead to a potato here, actually. They might not be able to get the ball back and safe again.
As the old saying goes. I mean, what if he comes in off the top? Would it be like a 4 plus 4 plus 2+? Oh, whatever it is, that's good. That is not good.
Is it a snake? Not a snake. He's still going.
He's just teasing. Oh. Rat magic, come on.
I think that's a rush. Makes the rush. So he's just planted a Skaven next to the ball for now, making the life of the Wood Elves a lot harder next turn. But hopefully there is more to come from the Skaven here. Phil just working out the movement of his players in relation to where they can get to. That might be the Rat Ogre Animal Savagery roll. If so, he's just... Oh, no, he's past it because this is the Blitz, sorry. Right, okay, the Rat Ogre coming in and attacking an elf.
What was the other dice? Or was it just one? Was it just one? And then frenzy. Oh! Double skulls. Is it going to be? Is it going to be a reroll? Is it going to be
Absolute
taking
disaster.
the punch to the face? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Loner reroll succeeds. Surely not quad skulls. No.
Oh. And we're back up.
And that elf did not have dodge, so he is down. He's going to take a mighty blow roll.
Ooh. Was it Roll.
He got
Mighty
him!
blow.
Mighty blow causes a KO.
Off he goes.
And we are 9 versus
A
9.
little snooze. Rush.
Oof, just about makes it. So that prehensile tail causing some issues now for a couple of the elves. This is where we can see how slow the tree man is, causing issue as well. It's harder for him to get back relevant this drive, especially if he takes root.
Yeah. Because the most he can go is 5, isn't it, with those 2 rushes? He's moving 3.
Yep.
Difficult choice.
We're re-rolling again.
Ooh.
Jamming up that ball with rats.
Yeah.
I think the Skaven might be down to 1 reroll now for the rest of the half. The Wood Elves choosing not to reroll, so they still have all of theirs. But it's not a guarantee of success using a reroll. If the Wood Elves don't get the ball, this is anybody's game.
So the discs you can see on the pictures to remind the players which ones have been stunned versus which ones are prone. So if a player's prone, they can stand up in that turn and take an action.
I'm going to get this wrong now, but Hearthforge that were here earlier have some bases with spikes on, which makes it very easy to tell whether they're face down, which means stunned, or face up, which means not stunned. So you don't need the discs. Great alternate option. How for the elves? Armor's good though. More importantly, are they going to be able to get this ball? They're desperately trying to clear it.
Okay.
That is just a push because it's against a gutter runner. But it does move it away, so this is now a 3+ pickup because there's just the 1 remaining Skaven. No, he's on the floor, sorry. 2+ pickup.
1.
Oh. The Skaven, though, in a much better position to stop the progression and keep the pressure on than they were in the first half, where they'd lost so many of their own players and their team had got separated. That is not so much the case now. If anything, it's slightly the other way. Even if the Skaven do force the score soon, they are one of the few teams that could realistically score very quickly themselves, leaving themselves a little bit of time to desperately try and turn over the Wood Elves for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, one of our recent league games, a Chaos team did that in a Blizzard, so Skaven can definitely do it.
Oh my goodness.
So sadly, Luke isn't here to just run that in his face.
He did his job. He got me in the playoffs. What a hero. Fix. It's 3 weeks in training camp.
So here is that familiar X cage again for the elves. Ah, so we're seeing a sacrificial elf here. The rogue are now forced to punch a regular line elf away from the direction of the ball. That means no prehensile tail getting onto the ball.
Catch it.
Oh, a catch, okay. Sorry, it's a strength 2 catcher. So on one hand, that means the rogue gets 3 dice against it, but on the other hand, it means that a defender stumbles is no good. It has to find the full power to knock it over.
When Phil beat Kåre in the Premier League final, he did need some shenanigans at the death to pull it off, including a 6+ pass, I think, was it? Yep. Kåre knows it's burnt into his mind. So.
Kåre remembers all 3 times he's ever lost Blood Bowl very well, in fact, yeah. Nice, yeah, nice pow. Definitely some pressure coming from the Skaven here. Oh, that helps.
Oh.
Just a stun, but this is the kind of situation where you're grateful for a stun. That elf not being able to get up and help his teammates is quite a big deal when they're under pressure trying to protect the ball.
Here comes the blitz. Okay. Ooh, reroll.
Needs a 5. Gets the 5! Gets the 5!
It's on the ball carrier.
Oh! What? No, it's the strip ball. So he needs a push. Oh no! So it was an uphill block, and it was a strip ball gutter runner. So if he'd got a combination of push and powers, it would have worked. But they're both down in the skull were what we didn't need, and unfortunately on both there was a both down.
No.
To score. People discovering they have gambling issues that they didn't know about. So the Skaven now are unfortunately out of rerolls. They're going to have to do it the hard way. The Wood Elves just thinking about the safest route forwards. I think we will probably see a Wood Elf score in a turn's time, partly because it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
But with the Skaven out of rerolls now as well, it is a seriously uphill task to pull this back to 2-2.
But Phil could attempt the one turner straight away, couldn't he?
He could, yeah.
Depending how Kåre sets up.
Could try and 2-turn, or could even try and 1-turn. It's true. Be a good demonstration.
But like I say, even though it's easiest for Skaven, probably with no rerolls, it could still be tricky.
We do still have that strip ball gutter runner. He didn't break armor,
Yep.
so you never know if he gets there. Dodging back away again. Oh, it's a fail. Tries again. Not a snake dodge, sorry. This is a go for it, but not into the end zone with the ball. Makes them both. So that ball pretty well protected now, unless we see a cage dive again. Oh, that's not good. So an armor roll for that elf. He's good. Can the Skaven make one last desperate attempt to prevent the 2-0?
You can do it!
So one of the problems here for the Skaven is that the ball is on a block and dodge piece, so they'd have to look for a full pow, and if they were rolling uphill, it would have to be 2 full pows. But they do have the strip ball gutter runner, which means that on a push result, if he can get in there, he would be able to knock the ball out the hands of the still stood up War Dancer.
Ideally, as the person trying to get the ball back, you'd want your opponent to be probably set up another square or so closer to the touchline, because if the ball can somehow scatter off the pitch, there's a chance it gets thrown all the way up the other end. Because even if Phil knocks it loose, the recovery and getting it safe is then difficult.
Here we go. It is the cage dive.
Magic time.
Gonna have to re-roll that one. Oh dear, no. So armor roll on that gutter runner.
As long as the arm is like, oh.
He's okay. And the Elves take the score, I think.
Touchdown.
2-0 to the Elves.
2-0.
What turn is this going to be for Phil? 4.
So plenty of time for Phil.
Five turns left for the Skaven. So they could attempt a 1 turn here, or they could take 2. A lot easier to do it in 2. That would leave them then 3 turns to try and turn over the Wood Elves and make it 2-2.
Phil could do with winning a re-roll from the kickoff.
That would really help. He does have an assistant coach as well, so it doesn't come into play too often. One of the kickoff events that we were talking about is that both coaches roll a d6 for a re-roll, and the highest wins, and Phil does get a +1 to that roll if that event were to occur.
Has Kåre got one as well? Yeah. Kåre also has an assistant coach.
So the defensive team always sets up first. That's what we're seeing here from the Elves. They're going to kick to the Skaven, of course. And then the Skaven get to set up to try and hit the 3 players on the LOS as best they can.
Skaven will be hoping to avoid it. Oh no. The Wood Elves will be hoping to avoid a touchback.
Yes, that's true. So on the kick, you roll a d6 for the amount of squares that it moves and a d8 for the direction it moves in. And if you roll a 6, it can land right at the LOS or right in the touchdown zone, and then it takes a bounce, and it can bounce off the pitch or into the wrong half, in which case you're allowed to give it to whichever player you like as the offensive player. That would really, really help the Skaven out right now. Although the thrower is pretty built for this short drive. He has sure hands, so he can re-roll the pickup attempt once. He has a good pass stat, and he has the pass skill. So if the gutter runners get into position to score, that thrower is pretty magic at getting the ball to them. We can see the Skaven setting up heavily on one side. That's where they're going to try and blitz through. They'll put the guard in next to the 2 elves, so they can then 2-dice the widest elf to make the gap up the sideline, and the gutter runners will rush through.
So the odds are that the kickoff is going to end up here by this trapdoor.
You've played Blood Bowl before.
It would be nice to see a pass as well, because although nearly all players have got a passing stat, quite often, particularly in games between the better players, you don't see much passing.
We're actually getting a new addition to... Oh, wow. Void game, start again.
Blitz action for the elves.
Oh no! It is a blitz. If anyone's got blitz on the bingo card, it is a blitz. The only bit of good news here, so the elves get a free turn now, effectively, but the only thing going for the Skaven here is that the ball is not out in the open. It is right in the pack of the Skaven, so they might just get away with this.
And also the elves can't use re-rolls or dodge in this turn.
Because it isn't actually a turn, yes.
Yeah.
Re-rolls and re-roll skills are only able to be used in an actual turn, and a blitz is a kickoff event, not a turn. So if they were to fail anything, it's automatically the end of the blitz.
And there's a danger of the blitz that you can overcommit and leave a hole in your defense.
But not if you're Kåre.
Not if you're Kåre, no. I think our best chance is that Robin tells him something's gone wrong at home and he has to go. Blitzing the edge.
That is a power if it's not against a gutter runner. It's not. That was hitting the guard Storm Vermin, or Skaven Blitzer as they're known these days.
Oh, and it's through again. Oh, is he a bad man? No.
Mighty Blow would have been a KO, but there was no Mighty Blow on that block, so the Storm Vermin clings on for dear life. So, the interesting thing on a blitz is that the ball is up in the air. It hasn't landed yet. So there is currently a Skaven under the ball, but he needs to try and catch it.
Oh, which he has.
Which he just has done, okay.
Yeah. Would have been the fullback that he might have got lucky with one of his, if he'd gone up just below him to one of his compadres maybe. But
unfortunately, what the blitz has done is it's allowed the elves to reposition to stop that gap being available now for the Skaven to go through. So we might see the Skaven take a little bit longer about trying to find a new route.
yeah, there are some other options now, aren't there?
We hear Phil saying he's going to have to do a 1-die. He has no more rerolls. That is very risky.
Trying to punch a hole to just break through. Because with his gutter runners all having dodge, you have got a chance to move a cage through. But you can also come this way around if you wanted to, and if you wanted to take a little more time.
Absolutely. One of his best chances, if he does get a touchdown at any point, is to roll a blitz on the kickoff event. So he would only have to leave himself one turn remaining to at least try that. So he does have a bit of time here if he chooses to. So yeah, maybe coming down the bottom is best.
And in the later turns, one of the kickoff results gives you another turn. If we get into the last two turns.
The big difference with the blitz or not is that you don't give the Wood Elves a chance to get the ball if the ball is shallow. You can get a gutter runner under it and caged and in theory catch it. It's a best case scenario, but it's been known to happen.
How many people just need one thing to complete a line? A couple. Okay. Nice.
Is there anything other than wrestle the ball carrier or rush into or GFI into the end zone? Snake the dodge.
Potato. Okay. Triple skull.
Triple
okay.
skull. Okay.
Okay. Well, you could snake a dodge and self-injury. It could be 2 in 1. Nice. I mean, there's a chance if Phil can break through here that we might see a potato. A dodge, 3+. Success.
And that was into a tackle zone, I think, so it had to be the 3. So 2 dice with the ball carrier.
Always bold, no rerolls.
Be a bad time to double skull. Does get a pow. And I don't know if that was a dodge elf, but I'm pretty sure the ball carrier is the tackle vermin, so.
Oh, Frenzy War Dancer's gone down.
That would have been a great player to get rid of, but unfortunately armor holds.
So again, with no rerolls, Phil won't want to be doing too many rushes if he can avoid it. So do we.
Skaven coming in now to protect the ball as best they can. That's not going to do it. Wow. Just makes it. There's a very rare event in Blood Bowl where those trapdoors become active, and if a player is pushed onto one or just chooses to step onto one, you have to roll a 2+, or you disappear into the grand void.
And don't you go down that trapdoor?
You're a fool if you dare.
Tough crowd.
Did that player have block?
Ooh. There's a Ras ogre on the floor.
This could be a self-injury.
Oh,
This could
through.
be a self-injury.
Oh, he has done himself. Bingo. Yeah. You sure? You sure? Oh, okay.
Oh, that was the elf. This would be the injury. Oh no, sorry. No self-injury. False alarm.
self-injury. No
So
self-injury.
sorry. We did so. Both the elf and the rat ogre went down, and the rat ogre was okay, but the elf was not. He is gone for the match now. So if the Skaven were able to score, that is one less elf they will face.
There we go.
Sack attempt. Ooh,
Oh,
just a push.
the core has got rerolls left.
I think he used one.
Yeah. Oh.
Just a push.
Look at that. Very generous thinking about the crowd.
Try and wrestle again.
Oh,
Sorry, people have wrestled. Don't carry on.
Kåre, instead of going with a strip baller, going with a wrestle piece to try and help the bingo folk out, but he didn't roll the both down. It was an attempted
It
wrestle,
would have
and it
been.
didn't happen. Yeah, sorry.
Phil did not consent.
So it's looking increasingly likely we'll get our deciding drive here at 2-1. Phil, if you could take unnecessary movement and GFI into the end zone.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's here. Oh, just had to re-roll the dodge there to get in and tag the ball carrier.
Yeah, it's not completely straightforward for the Skaven. If they had a reroll, they'd normally do it with relative ease, but without the reroll, it's all a little scary.
That's got, who's it? Oh no, it's a Stormvenom, isn't it? He hasn't got the dodge reroll.
Also, good point. If it was on a Gutter Runner, you'd have inbuilt dodge. You'd be dodging on a 2+, but it's on a agility 3+ piece without dodge. It's not ideal.
So sometimes in these situations, you might want to go for some shenanigans dodging, but if there's but there might sometimes there's an option for like a secondary pushback where you can use other players to push one of your players into range. Because everything for Phil is a risk at the minute with no rerolls in the tank. The rogue is.
I think the Rat Ogre, just decided to stay on the floor. If it's not a block or a blitz action on the Rat Ogre, that 2+ roll to activate becomes a 4+. And on this case, he didn't have a friend adjacent, so he didn't eat anybody to stand, he just stayed on the floor. And it's fairly irrelevant to this drive, especially if the Skaven can get the touchdown.
There's no straightforward option, is there?
I think we're seeing a 4+ dodge with the ball carrier.
Come on!
It's good! But he also needs a 1 dice block.
Is it a catcher?
Oh no, it's a 2 dice block. Excellent.
Oh.
He has made
C'est
it.
magique. Oh, he's in.
It's a rush. It's a GFI into the end zone. It's a hey!
Touchdown! 2-1.
Touchdown, Skaven, and go for it into the end
game
zone.
on. You got a bingo? Are you sure? Oh, perfect. Oh. Cool. No, there'll be one left. If you can take your pick. So we've got either really stupid or bonehead. Okay. Oh, and a few. Oh, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, cool. There's still one to go. Oh, look at the shiny rings. Look at this. You haven't got any Blood Bowl out of yours.
It's true.
It's time to start your own collection. Phil doesn't count as Blood Bowl tats.
You're going to need a bigger house.
Oh, plenty of time. Plenty of time.
So the Skaven are running out of line rats to offer up on the line of scrimmage here. So they're offering the leader thrower because they've already used the leader reroll.
Let's check on the real situation.
And it's relatively unlikely that the thrower is of use here. If they're going to recover the ball, generally it's on the gutter runners that are far more maneuverable and better at picking it up.
A good question. Yeah. What turn is it, guys? Turn 7. So,
Wait,
so,
turn 7 for the...
and nobody has any
yeah.
rerolls.
So 2 turns apiece. That is just enough if it's not a blitz or a timeout for the Skaven to still get this done.
Well, a timeout will give an extra turn at
Yes,
this stage.
but they're not reliant on that. Okay, here comes the ball.
So the ball's not already moved on the kick. It's been straight to the player. That is a chance for a reroll. So both have got coaches. If they get the same, okay, they both roll the same amount, so nobody gets a reroll.
It used to be that both coaches got a reroll, but that is no longer the case.
Okay. So with no rerolls, the pickup becomes instantly more stressful.
Yeah, the biggest hope definitely for the Skaven here is that the Wood Elves are unable to roll that 2+ to pick up the ball. Of course, in the meantime, they might take a block and roll double or triple skulls.
Yeah. I mean, for the bingo cards, triple skull would be nice. Yeah. Dead tree, maybe. Or there's a skull. Oh.
If that dice on the floor was a skull, Phil, I think we should count it. The Wood Elves really having to think about what they do. This is where turn ordering becomes incredibly key. This is the pickup, it's good. Wood Elves do have the ball. And they're handing it off, another 2+, but to a catcher, I imagine, with reroll.
Absolute disrespect.
I do think it's probably coming down to that strip ball gutter runner again. If he can find a way to the ball carrier, it all opens up. The Wood Elves right now will be doing absolutely everything they can to make that route as difficult as possible. Looks like the Wood Elves really want the glory of a 3-1 decisive victory. Okay, might be time for the treatment to block. Doesn't take root.
That's where the skulls come from. Here we go. Oh.
The Skaven are going to need what's known as a scoring threat. Yeah, the next turn. If they don't have anyone in range to score at the end of their turn 7, that would effectively be game over. So that is priority number 1. And if they just have the 1, then we might see the Wood Elves prioritize knocking that 1 player down.
Although, Kåre, it would be really exciting to have an option on turn 8. Oh, yeah. Just while Phil's playing his turn, I think at the beginning I didn't say Matt, who's behind the laptop here, is the person that set up all the streaming and stuff for tonight. So Matt from Geek Pride has done a great job.
It's Rat Ogre time. Does he eat one of his teammates? No.
Oh,
Where's he going?
he's looking for elf blood.
Oh, and that was a 4+ activation as well, so he really was a good boy there. We can see the 2 marauding gutter runners in position to score if the chance were to arise. Don't forget the elves on the Rat Ogre, if they were to dodge away, would do so on a 3+ rather than a 2+ because of the prehensile tail, making next turn all the more difficult.
Now here comes the blitz. It's the big one.
It is the strip ball gutter runner.
So
I think this is
dodge
a
here.
4+ dodge to start.
he's coming through the
Oh,
frenzy
one
tackle
shy.
zone.
Makes it with reroll. But now this second dodge is without the dodge skill.
Who needs the dodge skill? Phil
No.
needs the dodge skill again. That's unlucky. But he has got 2 players in range for the next turn.
Oh yeah, there's going to be one more opportunity.
But not for this guy.
No, not for the strip ball. No, he is out of the game now, effectively.
So,
Right, will the elves go for a score now? This is the final turn for the elves.
and we've still got 1 prize to give away.
If they were to score, we would then get the 1 turn for the Skaven. It would only be for a 3-2, but we'd get to witness that. So first of all, blocking away the Rat Ogre. Knocks him down. And that has freed up an elf in position to score. Rat Ogre is fine, so it's going to be handover time.
So if Kåre can just fail this.
Let's make it so we can win.
Phil could equalise.
The catch is good,
No, it's terrible. Look at this.
and that is 3-1 to the elves. So, barring the ridiculous,
Still got 1 to go.
the elves and Kåre will win, but we will see a 1 turn from the Skaven. However, there is a kickoff event called a timeout that will add a turn to both counters, in which case the Skaven could 1 turn and then attempt to get either another timeout or a blitz off the kickoff to make it 3-3.
Maybe we can make that happen if Phil scores.
Yeah.
If Phil can pick the ball up on turn 8, we will call that a potato. If that helps anybody complete their bingo card.
I mean, if somebody can fumble it past
A potato, a triple skull, or
We could
Anything else?
definitely...
self-injury, any of those things.
Self-injury or self-kill?
Okay. Yeah, Nim, there's every chance with if it's a 1-turner attempt that there could be a snake dodge.
So this gives us one last opportunity to discuss some of the concepts of Blood Bowl. If all the available squares in which to push a player are filled, what happens is what's known as a chain push, where you move one of the players in the filled squares along with the player being pushed. And this is how you can get a player moving up the pitch towards the end zone in just one turn. You blitz with the player, he runs into their half and pushes backwards and causes a chain push, and it chain pushes your own player up towards the end zone. And that's what we're going to see attempted here.
Yeah, that's what the cluster of players is forming up the top here.
So blocks on a diagonal can push into any of the 3 corner squares, or sorry, the corner square it's pushing into, or the 2 adjacent squares.
Yeah. At least it's shallow.
Well, this is looking like a pass attempt.
Yeah. A little kick-off result.
Press and
Press
Nuffle.
the Nuffle.
So that does lock in the 3-1 victory for the Wood Elves here. Congratulations to Kåre. Or at least a 3-2 victory, rather.
They didn't roll that, but Phil could have got like any the primary skill of his choice with the right result.
Okay, we have the first of the pushes.
Yeah.
So the Gutter Runner steps up into the Wood Elf half. They need one more chain push, which is pretty straightforward now. Delivering the ball less so.
Yeah, any result that pushes that player back. Oh,
Fantastic.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, so it would require 2 rushes, but that Gutter Runner is now in range to score.
I feel took the power, but in some situations you might want to take an additional push and take
Yeah,
out the risk of going
if
for it.
possible, absolutely.
Rush.
So it might be pass time.
Pass time to score a touchdown. It's late, man. And the thing here as well, is it just the gutter runners, although they're great at picking up and dodging, are not as good at passing as the throwers.
No, much, much worse, in fact. So this really could be the fumbled pass.
So he's got it. And it's working out the range. It's the attack.
So that's a rush. Or is it? No, this is the pass, sorry.
Oh.
Oh no, that was a rush, so this is the 4+. It's a fumbled pass! It's a fumbled pass!
Oh, bingo, bingo. Perfect. Oh, nice. Oh, I've got a couple of bingos, okay. A bingo over here as well. Oh, did you get bingo as well? Oh. Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want more of that? Yeah, that's the last one. That's the last one. Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Blood Bowl. Congratulations to Kåre.
Speech, okay. Okay, come on up. So Phil. Okay, so we'll just have a quick speak to the runner-up.
Okay.
Phil, what went wrong?
I tried to score too fast, and then the elves did elf stuff. It was a great game, but I just couldn't get the ball out. And then once the strip ball was gone in the first half, it was difficult to take it off a war dancer.
Yeah, and you were numbers down quite quickly as well, weren't you? Yeah.
Whereas trying to score so soon may have been my downfall. But,
The extra pressure to have an entertaining game as well with the crowd.
It is. It's so weird playing because you sort of hear everyone talking and there's a crowd behind you and I can barely hear Kåre, and then it's just trying to focus on the game.
And normally these voices are just in Phil's head.
Yes. Whereas now They were all here. They were all definitely here. So.
Yes, indeed. Oh, well done. A great effort. A round of applause. I'm sure. Bring in the big dog.
You can squeeze over.
Kåre, what went right?
Phil's going fast.
Hey! Very good.
I'll try and do.
Yeah.
No, like Phil said, it's really interesting actually. Also knowing your bingo cards.
Yes,
It
yes.
makes it a bit fun when you also trying to play a bit into that for us as well.
Yeah.
Something for the next Waterbowl?
Maybe not the overall. But we do have tournaments with similar where you have bingo cards to score bonus points, especially one days.
Absolutely, yeah.
A bit fun and silliness. So it's interesting.
Nice. Well, congratulations to Kåre on his mighty win. You're all done.
I was supposed to say I've tried a lot, but this is definitely a first.
Oh, that's good. That's good because Kåre's done quite a lot in Blood Bowl, yes.
Quite an experience. Just being able to hear people talk while you play is.
Yeah, because
I'm just gonna.
because normally there's a lot of like tension building because people have stood around the board knowing that they can't say what they think you should do, and if you move something, you sort of rather than actual advice or discussion of what's going on the pitch, right?
I did find you wanted to play up for the crowd more.
Yeah.
You would do the riskier plays because it would be drama.
Yeah, and normally the bigger the game, the more kind of entertainment they want to suck out of it because they want to do fewer things that risk a turnover. But tonight was a bit more about showcasing the fun side of the game. Okay, so. No one snakes to dodge.
No.
Maybe on the way out. You know, somebody put a claim in. No, okay. Right, so I think are we all done, Paul?
Well done, thank you. So, just all I'd say is thank you to Phil and Kåre for coming to play and giving us a great game to watch. Thanks to Alex and Rick for the commentary, and thanks to Matt for setting the tech, which was a huge amount of work, and I thought it was brilliant to watch. It was really
Fantastic.
excellently done. So thank you all for
Well done, lads. One second.
To Paul, Wake and Jenny Cromwell, who organisers
Yes,
all
definitely.
day. And this might be the first live or entertainment Blood Bowl stream with pizza and beer that maybe ever existed.
Could be.
Well, the ambition was great. Well done.
Definitely.
Historic.
Have you got a date for next year? Do you know if it's happening next year? Have you got?
This is an annual thing. Well,
Yeah.
we should bring the Blood Bowl back.
Oh, yeah.
Should we bring the Blood Bowl back?
Woo! Oh, cool. Woo!